Dear friends, today I'm going to talk about the golden rules of accounting. I have spent all my student years without really understanding the logic behind golden rules, and that made me face a lot of difficulty while making entries in the examination or even in practice. And I understood the logic behind golden rules much later when I was really carrying out my profession as an accountant. So, so I'm here making this video with a view that many of the students who are going to learn accountancy or who have started learning accountancy would really understand the logic, essential logic behind the golden rules. Okay. Now, for today's discussion, I'll start with a white sheet divided into two regions, left and right. Okay. I have deliberately carefully chosen these words left and right. I don't want to use the words debit and credit here, okay? Now, let us take a student as a today's example, a student who doesn't earn any income or who doesn't carry out any business. Okay? Today we'll try to make entries of financial transactions done by a student. A student gets his income by way of pocket money from his father or mother, okay? So now I assume Mr. Ram is a student. Mr. Ram is a student, and on the 1st of August this month, he received 2000 rupees as pocket money. Okay, and now cash 2000 rupees. Mr. Ram received cash 2000 rupees. So I want to make a note cash 2000 rupees. Which side do you prefer? Right side or left side? Whichever side you prefer. I don't have any problem. Okay. Normally, when you receive cash, you are told to write it on the left hand side, that is debit side, which is usually denoted as. Okay. But I want to be a rebellion. I don't want to choose the left hand side. I would make an entry of cash receipt on right hand side. Okay. Let us see, would it really make any difference in the end? Now cash 2000 rupees. Fine. Because I have chosen to write cash receipt on the right hand side, obviously. And one more thing, today I'm not going to discuss dual aspect of financial transactions. I assume that all the listeners of this video, all the viewers here, know a little about dual aspect. Okay, so I'm not going to explain the dual aspect here because I've chosen to write cash receipt on the right hand side. Now let me write the reason for such receipt on the left hand side. What is the reason for such receipt? Pocket money. Yeah, pocket money 2000 rupees. Fantastic. Now let us go on. Spend a day in the life of Mr. Ram, a student. After receiving cash 2000 rupees, he remembers one of his friends, Mr. Shyam. Okay, Mr. Ram has taken a loan of 2000 rupees from Mr. Shyam last month, and now he wants to repay it. So, because I have chosen to write cash received on the right hand side, now I'm paying cash out. So, cash paid 500 rupees to reason Mr. Shyam. 500 rupees. Okay, yeah. Now, similarly, one more friend, Mr. Ravi. Mr. Ravi has taken a hand loan of 300 rupees from me last month. Now that he has also received some pocket money from his father, he decides to pay it back to me. Okay, so cash received again on the right hand side, 300 rupees. Who gave it to me? Mr. Ravi. 300 rupees. Good. Now then, Uh, well, I'm going to buy a book on accountancy today, and its price is 500 rupees. I pay 500 rupees to the bookseller. Okay, cash gone out. Which side? Again, cash gone out. 500 rupees. Why did it go out? Because I bought a book. So what did I get? A book. Book comes in 500 rupees. Excellent. And then, yeah, because I have a lot of money on my hand today, I'll go and enjoy a movie today. But I should pay money, cash out, 150 rupees. Why did I pay 150 rupees? To watch a movie. 150 rupees. Now, friends, let us examine these transactions. First of all, cash in, I have decided to write on the right hand side. So that necessitates me to write cash gone out on the left hand side. Okay. Now there is a receiver, and there is a giver, and there is an income, there is an expense. Okay, there is another asset that's coming in. Now, if you decide to write cash coming in on one side of this vertical line, you will automatically write cash gone out on the other side. And now that we have decided to write cash coming in here, cash going out here. Fantastic. Let us analyze the possible reasons for cash received or cash payment. Let us start with cash receipt. Why do you receive cash? Why do you receive cash? What could be the possible reasons for cash receipt? Cash is received as an income, or when somebody gives it to you, when there is a giver, or when there is a giver and there is some income, or when, okay, here I'm sorry I've forgotten to give one more example. Say I have an old bicycle which I'm not using anymore, so I thought of selling it off. Okay, I sold it off. I got 500 rupees. Some more cash receipt, 500 rupees. So now we have three reasons for cash receipt. There are three instances in which I have received cash, and there are three possible reasons. One is a bicycle gone out, another asset gone out in the place of cash, or there is some giver, or this is my income. Pocket money is my income, which I'm not going to repay to my father ever. Okay, I'm not going to repay it. It is my income. Okay, or there is a giver, or there is some other asset going out. Similarly, there are three instances of cash going out. Why would cash go out of my pocket, my hands? There is a receiver, or there is another asset that is coming in, or it is an expense. That is all, folks. That is all. Okay, so I have taken a referral point of cash. I have taken cash as my referral point, and what would I do when I receive cash? Right hand side. Then it necessitates me to write cash going out on the left hand side. And what are the possible reasons for cash receipt? There should be another asset going out, or there is a giver, or there is an income. Similarly, what could be the possible reasons for cash going out? There is another asset coming in, book in this example, or there is some receiver, Shyam in this example, or there is some expenses, movie in this example. Okay, so this is how. Now, there is absolutely no problem whether I write cash gone out or cash coming in on the right hand side or on the left hand side. Both of them will give me the same result. But there is something called convention. And now if you understand, this is right exactly a mirror image of what they are practicing out there in the world. That means cash receipt is written on the left hand side and cash gone out is written on the right hand side. Now reverse all the rules. As simple as that. From this, you're going to get all the golden rules. Okay. Debit the receiver, debit all expenses, and debit what comes in. Similarly, credit what goes out, credit the giver, and credit all incomes. As simple as this. So, all these 6 golden rules we have seen are evolving from one decision that we have made. What is that one decision that we have made in the beginning of the session? To write cash here. So this necessitates all other rules or all other entries in this book of account. Hope you understood the concept. Now, the reason is because someone has decided to write cash receipt on the left hand side. By the dual aspect concept, we have to write the reason right against cash receipt on the other side of the vertical line. Okay, so if you decide to write cash received on the left hand side, obviously you have to write its reason on the right hand side, and all the other rules will follow. Now, hope you have understood the reason behind it. The reason behind it is someone has decided to write cash receipt on the left hand side. Reasons would go on to the right hand side. And similarly, because cash received is written on left hand side, cash gone out will be written on the right hand side. It should be written on the right hand side. And cash gone out, all its reasons, the 3 possible reasons would go to the left hand side. As simple as this. Now, left is debit, right is credit. Now, what are the rules? Debit what comes in? Why? Because we have decided to write cash received on the left hand side. That is the only reason. If you change the sides, there is no problem, absolutely no harm. But there is something called convention. The whole world practices it in one way. And if you change the directions, it's something similar to driving your car on the right hand side in India. Okay, nobody drives a car on the right hand side in India, unlike the United States. Okay, you have to follow the flow. You have to follow what everybody else is following to make it easier for others to understand your books of account. If you don't do that, what happens? The other people, whoever is going to read your books of account, will not understand. So, to overcome such difficulties, all of us have agreed to write cash received on the left hand side. And because cash received is written on the left hand side, cash paid out is written on the right hand side. And there could be 3 possible reasons for cash receipt. What are the reasons for cash receipt? Another asset has gone out, or somebody gave it to us, or it is an income. Okay, so write all incomes on the right hand side, that is credit, and write the name of the giver on the right hand side, and write another asset that is going out on the right hand side. Okay, similarly, cash received, cash paid on the right hand side. What could be the possible reasons? What could be the possible reasons? The possible reasons is for cash going out, the possible reasons could be expenses, another asset coming in, or there is some receiver. That's all. These are the golden rules, and this is the logic behind golden rules. I reiterate, the basis for golden rules is cash received is decided to be written on the left hand side or the debit side. And one more thing, folks, go and check Oxford Dictionary. Debit means left hand side of an account. That's all. There is no other meaning to it. Thank you very much, folks. Hope you have understood the logic behind the golden rules, and thank you very much for being patient and listening to my lecture. Thank you.